Hello and welcome to the Billings Chipper Connection. I'm Craig Ford.
And I'm Jerry Ford.
And I'm Hannah Ford.
I'm Caleb.
And I'm Elizabeth. Hi, I'm Elizabeth Ford, reporting once again from the shed. This week we are just going to be doing 2 interviews because it's the Hibbles' 50th anniversary and Keith's 88th birthday. But don't worry, if you have submissions, we will be including those in later episodes. And now I'm going to be telling you guys the birthdays and anniversaries we have in the upcoming week. On the 19th, we have Tammy Loomis. On the 21st, we have Tammy Robson, and the Blackaders are having an anniversary. So Blackaders' 78th anniversary. So Blackaders' 78th anniversary. On Friday the 24th, Jeff Hall and Cindy Pavey are having a birthday. And on the 25th, Katie Miles is having a birthday.
The name of this game is Who Knows 1932 Better? A guy born in 1932 or a guy born in 2007? And we've got 10 questions, and the winner wins a dime, which probably would have been worth a lot in 1932. First question is, what was the average cost of a new house in 1932?
$12,000.
What did you say, Andy?
I would say 3,000.
3,000. All right, so Caleb's answer here, we're going to get it up there, is 70,000. The correct answer is 6,510. Keith is up 1-0. What was an average annual salary? Keith, you got an answer for us?
$1,100.
All right, and Caleb, your answer was?
2,000.
2,000. And the correct answer was 1,650. It means Caleb gets a point for that one. All right, third question. What was the average cost of a gallon of gas in 1932?
Well, I can remember my dad paying 14 cents, but I was several years old, so I'm going to say 12 cents.
Caleb says?
10.
10 cents, and the correct answer was 10 cents. All right, fourth question. What was the average cost of a loaf of bread?
10 cents.
10 cents, and
Not too
and Caleb, you said?
20 cents.
20 cents, and the correct answer was 7 cents. So we're tied at 2-2. Next question. What was the average price of a car?
$400.
Caleb, what did you say?
5,000.
Caleb said 5,000 with the dollar sign at the end, and the correct answer was $610. All right, what's our score update here? We got Keith leading 3-2. He's representing 1932 fairly well here so far. Our next question, what was the average cost of a pound of hamburger meat? So Keith, what do you think?
Oh, I'm going to say 9 cents.
The correct answer was what?
I got
Caleb said 15
cents.
cents, and the correct answer was 10 cents. Puts Keith up 4-2. Okay, in 1932, unemployment reached what percentage? Okay, Keith, what do you think?
35%.
Keith says 35%. Caleb says
72%.
72%, and the correct answer is 24%.
Got a 74% would be like a lot.
All right, so we're at 5-2. All right. Okay, next question. What famous mobster was convicted of income tax evasion in 1932?
I'm not even going to guess.
Keith, do you have any ideas?
I do, but I can't think of, I know who it is, but I can't think of the name. Is
That's
it
what I was thinking.
from
What if
Chicago?
what if I gave you the first name Al?
Al Capone.
Al Capone. That's right. We'll give Keith half a point because I had to give him the first name.
Wait, Dad, I could have guessed after you said the first name too.
Okay, we'll give Caleb a quarter of a point then.
Wait, why not a full point or something?
Okay, who won the U.S. elections in 1932? If it makes you feel better, I would never been able to get any of these right. All right, Keith, do you know who was elected in 1932?
Sure do. Roosevelt.
That's exactly right, FDR. And Caleb guessed John F. Kennedy. This one was set up to be such that I hope both of you can get it right. So our final question is, Name one person on this Zoom chat who was born in 1932. All right. And Caleb's answer here, I'll make sure you guys can see this. It's Keith Noyes, Noise. So noisy Keith. And I'm going to assume, Keith, that you were able to get that one right.
I was going to guess Andy.
Oh, yeah. Well, you're going to be sleeping on the couch tonight if that's your guess.
Got that right.
Wait, was that all the questions?
So our final score is Keith at 8.
I'm actually at 3 because I got that last one.
Oh, Caleb got the last one, and Caleb at 3.
Yeah.
So apparently then the guy born in 1932 knows 1932 better than the guy born in 2007. Thank you, Caleb, for participating. Thanks also to Keith.
Good job, Caleb.
Thank you.
We're going to begin from more serious to less serious, maybe. That's probably not the exact right order, but what's your ideal birthday dessert? If you could have any dessert on your birthday, what would you choose?
Pecan pie.
Pecan pie.
Sure.
I probably should have asked Andy what she thought it would be and see if she could have guessed the right one.
Not pie.
Keith's he's had so many birthdays that every year he wants to spice it up and try something different. Keith, do you remember anything about your first car? Make, model, who you bought it from, or anything like that?
My own car?
Yeah.
Yes, I bought a 1928 Oakland from Don Peterson for $16.50.
Wow. And what was the name of that car? A Oakland what?
Oh, it was a forerunner to the Oldsmobile.
Okay. And
I've
would
been told-
Don Peterson be any relationship to Eric Peterson?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
He was a pretty high-rated athlete in our school. He played both basketball and football. He had this old junk car, and he wanted to sell it. So I bought it, and then I found out it had a water leak that it couldn't be fixed, and I couldn't get a title for it.
Oh,
So
no.
I took it home and drove it around the country for a while, and finally took the body off and made a wagon out of the chassis.
So he just had to find somebody who was foolish enough to buy his car. Is that the story?
That's about right.
Well, hopefully with a few more years experience, you haven't repeated that too many times in your lifetime.
No, I wish I'd have kept that car. It's probably worth $16,000 today.
Yeah. So is there an event in history that feels the most like it feels right now? So for a lot of people, they're saying, never been through this, never experienced anything like this before. Is there an event in history you'd say it's not the same, but it reminds me of any kind of a historical event?
I guess I would say attack on Pearl Harbor, 1941. I was 9 years old, and it had a big impact on me at that time.
So, and I'm assuming then that you think that the social isolation, the COVID-19, that'll be something that these young folks like Caleb will be remembering long into their lives also.
I hope they never have to renew it again.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Do it again.
What are some of the greatest joys you've experienced in your life? As you think about some of those moments that have been most joyful, what do you think of?
Marrying Andy. I guess the day they said the war was over, World War II. I think I was 14 then.
Did you have a favorite toy growing up?
Depends on the age. When I was little, I loved the mechanical caterpillars that you wind up, and I wanted one of those for Christmas every year for 4 or 5 years. I don't know what you call toys, but I got a Harley motorcycle when I was a junior in high school. Had a lot of fun with that.
You know anything about what's going on in that picture?
Yeah. I think that was my retirement party, or if I remember right. And some of my kids found a motorcycle and brought it in that looked much like the one I had owned.
Okay. All right, Keith, if somebody were to write a biography about you, what do you think the title of the biography would be?
Mr. Noyes, you are a wise man. Several years ago, Keith was on a jury in Billings, and Savannah Guthrie, who is on the Today Show, she came to Billings and was a reporter. She came to just interview. They wanted to ask Keith if he would be interviewed as a juror to tell why they decided what they decided. So anyway, when he got through saying what he was saying about it, she said, "Well, Mr. Noyes, you are a very wise man." So that has been my mantra for him ever since. Is, Mr. Noyes, you are a wise man.
She didn't know me very well.
Yeah. What do you want to be when you grow up?
A cowboy.
A cowboy. There we go. Are you going to ride bulls and all that kind of thing?
No, I'm not dumb enough to do that. I mean, a real cowboy, not a rodeo cowboy.
Do you have any advice for young people?
Be honest. Live your life so you can be respected by good people.
He's got a tender heart.
What advice would you have for young couples just getting married or considering getting married?
I would say be honest with each other for one, and communication for another one.
And I would say never give your spouse a reason to not trust you, because trust is a big issue in a marriage. It's easily broken and hard to restore. And when you're going to have an argument or something to disagree about, resolve it, and then don't bring it back up later.
It's the greatest blessing you find in marriage.
Companionship.
Yeah.
If you dropped a sandwich on the floor, which of you would be more likely to pick it up and eat it?
Oh my gosh.
Probably me.
Yeah, but she doesn't like to waste anything at all. So. Yeah, very true.
This is a question that I asked Mitch and Holly, and I thought we'd bring it back for your opinion on this. What brand of toilet paper do you think makes marriages happiest?
Charmin.
Oh, that's fun. Larry, do you agree with that?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Their next advertising campaign is "Want a happy marriage? Buy Charmin" or something along those lines. Okay, if Mitch King killed an elephant and gave you all of the meat and you didn't have room in your freezer for all of it, what would you do with the meat?
Give it to our daughter. Give it to Tammy and Trent.
Well, first you have to find somebody that actually like elephant meat, though, too.
So do you think Trent and Tammy their clan would eat elephant steak or something like that? Or would you even tell them that's what it was?
We wouldn't tell them. We'd just give it to them. And it's meat, so they'd eat it.
Yeah, probably if that elephant meat got dropped on the ground, Larry might suggest throwing it out, and Nancy would say, "No, it's fine." Trent and Tammy, they'll eat it.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us. This has been another edition of the Billings Chipper Connections News Update. We do want to encourage you once again to please be sending in photos, videos, news stories that you think would be of interest to the church family. You can email that to me at billingschurchofchrist@gmail.com. Thank you very much. Have a good night, and until next time.